This is Everyday Legends. And I don't know if you've noticed, but in the title page for this segment, we have a gentleman standing with his wife and their bikes in the middle of a rail trail. Well, that gentleman is Jeremy Bingham. And today, Jeremy is our everyday legend. Jeremy was Lord Mayor of Sydney, which included being chairman of the Olympic bid committee, which secured the Sydney 2000 Olympics. He has over 40 years experience as a lawyer specialising in local government, town planning and environmental law. And he was still working right up to the age of 83. At 55, Jeremy decided to take up triathlons. And he was still doing triathlons right up to the age of 70, winning 23 trophies, including the 60 plus age group winner for the World Masters Triathlon. At 67, Jeremy also took up theatre sports, mime and salsa. He's just recently celebrated his 85th birthday, and he really is our everyday legend. Hi Jeremy, welcome to Over 50 So What. So fantastic to see you again.
Lovely to see you again too, Carol, and I must say you're looking more beautiful than ever.
Thanks a lot. Now I've just told everybody that you're the person with your wife Candy featured in the title page of our Everyday Legend. So people would have seen you with your bike and Candy over the weeks and months, but they've never met you in person. So, and you do have that photo there for a reason, because you are a legend.
Oh, a legend in my own mind.
Now, I've mentioned to everybody that you've took up a few things after you turned 55. You took up triathlons at 55, and you also later on at 67 took up theatre sports and mime. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Trying things new is important. You know, that's why we took up learning Italian, and yes, we knew someone who introduced us to theatre sports, and we thought that would be really something different. And what you need to keep your brain active is things that are different. Doing same old doesn't keep you young. And theatre sports, the whole point of theatre sports is spontaneity. When somebody makes a move, says something, you have to react spontaneously, immediately. And I'm a lawyer. Lawyers don't act spontaneously. Lawyers think everything through and, weigh up all the consequences. So for me to have to respond immediately was a huge change, and it was very good for me.
And so you learnt Italian as well, and then you took your skills to Italy to practice, is that right? And do some Italian cooking as well?
Learning the Italian language was not easy. We went across to Italy to learn from the ad said we would learn from a chef. We would learn to cook and speak Italian at the same time. In
your 50s and 60s, if you can think back that far, what motivated you to keep trying new things and keep doing triathlons and different activities?
At age 53, I became Lord Mayor of Sydney. I'd been on the City Council for some time, but I'd always wanted to be Lord Mayor since I was a boy, and that was something very important to me. And the same year I married Candy. That was important to me as well. My third wife, I might say, Candy, and so it was important that I make this one work. We've been married 34 years. So as Lord Mayor, at the same time as marrying Candy, then we took up triathlon. And as you know, Carol, because you were part of it, we did triathlon for 15 and 17 years. And that's very good for life skills. Triathlon is like practice for real life. It's wonderful.
I know you're really passionate about the city of Sydney, and that's why you were, passionate about your role as mayor, and that sort of motivated you back then. What motivates you now?
What motivates me now is to enjoy my life, and now to give back to Candy, my wife, what she gave to me when I was Lord Mayor. She was a terrific backup for me as Lord Mayor. And the other thing is having fun, because having fun doesn't stop when you get to be 50, Carol. One of my philosophies is don't take yourself too seriously. The world is not about you. You're here too, but there's 6 billion other people in the world as well. So the world is not about you. Don't get resentful about things. Don't carry grudges. Just get on with enjoying life. That's what it's for. You're not here for very long. And get on with it. Be positive about it. It's not just think positive, but be positive. It's nothing as satisfying as doing something to help make the world or your community a bit better. You can't make huge changes. You're not a Nelson Mandela of this world, but every time, everything you do has this little bit of shoves things a bit to the good side or a bit to the bad side. So that's what you can do, and you go to bed at night and you feel really happy.
So I understand you're still doing personal training. So tell us about your fitness activity at the moment.
First of all, I have a personal trainer, and I have a 1 hour one-on-one session with her twice a week, and she really works me out. But she keeps me very fit, keeps me from turning into a wrinkled old bent man. And we kayak twice a week. We're on the water at 7 a.m, which is easy enough in summer, but we do it all year round. But that's a fantastic way to start the day, kayaking. And then I do pump classes with Candy, where you pump iron to BT music like we used to do in the old days of aerobics. I still walk and swim, of course, when they're torn up. I try to do at least an hour's physical activity every day. You've got to work out every day, as you know, otherwise you fall to bits. So
that keeps your body together. So how do you keep your mind active?
Cryptic crosswords, I've taken them up with a passion.
I couldn't get my head around that if I tried.
Well, I love it. I absolutely love it. Other things to keep my mind active. I've got groups of friends that I meet with regularly to talk about what's happening in the world. So it's important that you keep up to date with world affairs, I think.
With your physical activity, though, you've had a few hiccups with you, like you said, you've got bad feet at the moment, and you've had some other physical things, but that hasn't stopped you from exercising.
Well, I had a stroke back in my triathlon days, and they couldn't find out what was wrong because I was very fit. I finally worked out by medical examination that I had a hole in my heart, which I've had since birth. And I was doing triathlons right up to that point. And that used to sometimes send me into tachycardia, where your heart's going like this and you can't move. And I just sit and wait till that passed and continue the triathlon. But they fixed that. Now I've still got permanent arrhythmia, which some people find stops them doing things. But it's better just to accept what's there and move on. If you're looking for an excuse to be sick, there's always plenty of excuses to be sick. But if you're motivated to be not sick, well, then don't be sick. For that, it's better to just ignore it and box on.
That's why you're a legend. Now, I know you've answered this question already about what advice would you give to someone in their 50s or 60s about how to make the most of life? You've said already about not to be resentful, to try new things, not to let, physical things stop you. Have you got anything you want to add to that?
What you learn in triathlon is it gets hard. It gets uncomfortable. It hurts. And if you're serious about it, you dig deep and you keep going in spite of the fact that it's hard. I think a lot of people don't understand that. When they embark on something and it gets hard, they quit. And my message is, don't quit. If it's a worthwhile thing that you're doing and it gets hard, then just dig deeper and try harder and keep going. Even if you don't think you're making a lot of headway, keep going. You can't expect everything you do in life to be a piece of cake. A lot of it is hard work. And if you're serious about a marriage, you've got to put a lot of hard work into that. It didn't just happen that we've been married for 34 years. We both worked at it very hard and with a lot of commitment and a lot of hard work. So what I'm saying is, don't take the view that you can get up in the morning and have a breezy day and that's how life is. If you're doing anything worthwhile, which you should be, then it's going to be hard, and you should be working hard at it. And that makes you feel good.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today, Jeremy, and sharing your pearls of wisdom. You're obviously very wise, as reflected by your silver hairs up there. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure talking to you again, Carol, and good luck with your show.
We hope you have some inspiration to keep that tummy fat under control and to try some new things like theatre sports and maybe learning Italian. Now, if you'd like more information on Jamie and healthy inspirations, please go to our website, carolohalloran.com. And please join our Facebook group, Over 50 So What, and subscribe to YouTube, and then you never miss out on a show. And there's plenty of fitness videos. Now today, Jeremy's 3 key messages for health and happiness were: keep moving every day, keep trying new things, and if things get tough, just dig deeper and keep going. I'm Carol. See you next time. Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?